Kia ora, Aries. This is your reading for this new moon in Taurus and partial solar eclipse. So let's see what the story is today for Aries. Remember, these are very general readings on this channel. And, oh, what's this? So we come out with the Chariot surging forth from those primordial seas. Balance and movement, balance and motion, very balanced, obviously, but we have it with the Eight of Swords, a card of, self-limitation, really. Maybe you're venturing into a project, or could be anything, work, creative projects, even taking a different turn, and career-wise, or where you live, and you're feeling those sort of familiar feelings of doubt, self-doubt, or something like that. Could be anything like that, Aries. With it, we get the Temperance card in the Thoth deck. It's called art. There's a reason for the hesitancy that you may feel. It's just actually about the timing, is what I get from this. And of course, the Temperance card is a card of alchemy. There's something brewing here that's possibly going to give you even more zazum than what the Chariot already has, because that Chariot is moving very quickly, and it is because of balance. It's because of being perfectly balanced, actually. So there's a timing issue possibly here for your Aries. Let's just get another card. It could be, it could be travel, actually. We get the Four of Wands, and it's in relation to, having somewhere to land, actually. Like, it's all movement, like there's fast movement, a little bit of self-doubt involved in that. There's timing also, and the Four of Wands, which is a card of the home, of a place where you belong. Maybe you're, questioning where that is at this current time, or what is that place that in your dreams that you think of that you'd love to have as a home. I mean, you might be even, these are general readings. You might be looking at buying a home, a house. You don't want to go off half-cocked, as they say. I don't think we will, Aries. We've got the Sun, this beautiful, vital, glorious card in the moving forward position. So, rest easy with a level of divine timing, that maybe things aren't happening as fast for you, but it's nothing that you're laying on yourself. It's not like you're the cause of that. Often there are just other factors that we don't always see or understand at the time. Let's see. Yeah, interesting. Three of Discs with the Queen of Discs. Because we're quite into this building, we're building new foundations here. I do sort of see it as building a new home, or moving to a new home for you, Aries. It seems quite... And of course, the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Discs, is a very benevolent character, quite generous. There may well be a level of, are you fully committed to this project financially, or overcommitted, or you've got just a few doubts around that, possibly. Just get one more card. We keep getting the Ten of Discs coming up. This is where we see the bounty really of that suit, all around us, and what we value in our family and our family bonds, and family can be friends. So the large part of this sort of story, I guess, is that there's a timing which is going to be, which you can't get frustrated over because it's only going to benefit you, Aries. We get the High Priestess looking internally. Maybe just a little bit of self-reflection would go quite a long way here. With that, we have the Six of Discs, a card of the times, really. You know, this is a very generous card, and it's an understanding that what sort of comes around, goes around, comes around. You know what I mean? That flow, that we see the flow of a sort of natural order here. If there was, worry that that you didn't have somehow you were limited by your finances, or you didn't have, enough for this new home project, whatever it happens to be. It's quite interesting, but there is a directive to just look inward for a wee while, to gain some guidance from that High Priestess. Let's look at the Four of Wands here, please, for Aries. Oh, it's probably a few too many. All right, so we'll hold them up anyway. We get the King of Swords to begin with. Cleaning, clearing. It may well be moving to a different place. We also have the Four, another Four. I mean, fours are all very solid. You could say they were kind of quite fixed, really. The Four of Swords is a card of rest. Look, it may well have got just all a bit too much for you, whatever's going on here, but I do see it like moving, building something new, not wanting to go off half-cocked about it, needing a little bit more reflection on the choices instead of just powering through. And in fact, your surroundings are dictating that with the Temperance card anyway, that your surroundings are kind of dictating to you that there is a need for some internal viewing, seeking some guidance. In fact, we get the Two of Swords as well, which is about exactly that we're making decisions based on our intuition, and that information of which we find when we were invited into the High Priestess's zone, the chambers, the libraries, that kind of thing. We also have the Seven of Cups. So on that inward seeking, or that inward looking, we see that we've got many options. If we're fixated on one, excuse me, is not to say that that is our only option. It's not. We've got many here. Yes, it sort of complicates things a wee bit, but at the same time, it frees things up as well. It frees things up to flow a bit more, Aries. So I'll get one more card. Just having a look at the sun, because it's really amazing. It's kind of you, Aries, you know. It's kind of you. We get the Knight of Swords, as I always see the Knight, you know, as I do with this King, sweeping through and clearing and cleaning. It's like clear the decks before you make any specific decisions here, which your decision will be made on your intuitive capabilities, Aries, whatever's going on for you. There are options. It's not just one option. There are many, which can make things a little bit more confusing. But go internally for some answers here. The sun shines throughout this story, but the sun in particular shines when we've got really good clarity, when we've got really good, clear sight, and we've cleared the decks. We don't want to go off, as I keep thinking, half-cocked. So, let's see what Brian Froud has for us, Aries, as you are the first one out of the starting blocks. We have the Spirit Dancer. So there is, I think, before you see whatever this is come into form, that you're actually in situ in it, whatever this is for you, there's a requirement here. With the Temperance card of timing, with this Singer of Healing, the intuitive decisions that you come upon because you've entered into the High Priestess and the information that lies within you, it is within there. There's just that cleaning and clearing and breaking free of something. Now that something, I do think, could be anything for you, Aries, but it's something to do with self-limitation, something to do with something that possibly you haven't wanted to put under the microscope yet, or for a while, but you're in a scenario where you kind of, it's actually quite sensible to, before you commit, is what I get, before you commit, Aries. So I'm taking just a random card from this, which is quite a delightful deck, really, and not altogether serious, but nevertheless inspiring. We get Albrecht Dürer, the great printmaker extraordinaire, and we're looking at life, work, and inspiration. So life, one man's outbreak is another man's breakthrough. Know your perspective. And inspiration, apocalypse then. Of course, the plague was rampant in his times. Amazing artist. Absolutely fabulous. And of course, we see that printmaking and the whole, printmaking press and blah, blah. So pretty amazing. Aries, kind of very Aryan character, I would think. So on that note, I hope you got something out of this reading, Aries, and take good care and take time out to just go inward for a bit. Okay, ka kite, Aries, bye.